Yo, welcome back. Elliott Trades here, man. We're gonna go through some charts. Gonna put some counts on some charts. Gonna forecast some price action. I had a good day trading today. I've been coughing a lot, mad. So I really just about getting over it. Just got some medicine for that. We're on Bitcoin. Hold on. All right. So currently for Bitcoin, let me get on a bigger scale quickly. And we can look at the wave count. Okay, so currently we this is the count 1, 2, then in 3 we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 is not the shortest wave. Okay, now I was looking at potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, because this could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But when I went into the lower time frames, this was the better count. Either which way, it still ends up with a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5. Okay, I believe we're getting an extended wave 5. So I believe this is what's going on here is a retracement. Let's get rid of all of that. Okay, so that's the daily for me. Now, what else can I see? That was a target box. You just missed it. I thought we hit that a few days ago. Maybe I've moved it. Okay, so what else can we see? Sharp finned at the high, but no divergence. But we've come down and prices below the back inside the volatility bands and below the signal line. That's an indication to go short. Okay, 4 hour time frame, things will get clearer. Now, coming off of the lows of the most recent bullish impulse, okay, we've got 1, 2. We still don't even have the green 3 yet. Okay, so 1, 2, and then inside we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, I'm not sure if that's finished. I'm in a short currently on this, yeah. Just literally just took the short before starting the video. How can I know? Right. Well, this is my purple 2. We're looking for a purple 4 finish, this one here. I put my fibs on, and we definitely reached a target for a 4th wave. I can say that. And we've hit the 0.382 already. We're close to the 50. So literally this could be considered done in depth, in retracement depth. Most definitely could be considered done. I don't think it's done. We'll get there. This is the time of wave 2. Put that at the end of 3 right there. And this low, this 4, was made before the 0.382 time. If I could just get these news out of the way. Okay, so that's 0.333. Give me a second. We'll make that 0.32. Okay. And it's still made before the 0.382 time. Yeah, that one's the low. So it's uncommon for a 4th wave to finish before 0.382, the time of wave 2. I mean of of wave 2. And it's also uncommon for anything to finish. So a 2 wave should be at least 0.32, the length of time of the wave 1. Same with 4, same with a B wave, same with an X wave. Yeah. 0.382 is the most minimum. Yeah. Now, time's never an invalidation, but it can help you, it can guide you, and we're going with what's most probable. It helps you understand what's most probable. So, according to time, 4th wave isn't finished. Also, just because the 4th wave isn't finished doesn't mean we're going to take the low. Okay. And we've got the 618 here, measured from the beginning of 2 to where 3 is. if we touch this 0.618, this is no longer a fourth wave. Okay, so that means the count is wrong. All right, so if that were to happen, okay, so we could be like A, B, C, D, E, or some in a triangle, some kind of WXY. We don't have to take the low. I think we will swipe the low. But we might not. I don't know. I really don't know. So let's see. And there's a small chance in the world that the fourth wave is finished, but I do not believe it's finished. Not just due to time, but I feel like this is just a 5 wave move in that A. I do believe that's an A wave. So I still move the 4 over there. Then we'll go down to the 1 hour time frame. So I'm still looking for purple 5 giving me green 4. I mean green 3, which then after that, after green 3, we'll get green 4 and then green 5, which will give us the big purple 5, which could be way up there. Don't think because I've put it here that that's the target. Okay, so going to the 1 hour, let me quickly check the TDI. Okay, nothing really to say, like it's going a bit flat. Nothing to, make it obvious as to what's going on here. On the 1 hour, what we below the signal line, if we can close price below this white line, the baseline, that's a very powerful indication that price will be going down. Not just because look, if you look here, we crossed the 50 static line and we went up. Okay, but we didn't go too far, did we? We didn't go too far. Yeah. So we crossed the line here. This candle, I'm gonna measure from the top of the candle to where we are now, and that is that's what I hate about Bitcoin. On there, it's not easy to get the pips. Something I should know. I'm gonna say it was like, I want to say it's 14 pips. I don't want to say it's 146 pips. Whatever, forget the pips. Right. 15-minute time frame. See, all I'm trying to decipher right now is, look, because right now we're outside of the volatility band, sharp fin this 50 static. So that's an indication for price to go up. But if price was to come down now, then that's a even stronger indication to go down. Yeah, so this would be a fake out. Okay, but that candle did close. This 15-minute candle did close up here. Okay, cool. Now, I honestly believe what you can see now will play out. Price might come up and show us green or whatever, but I feel like the job was to take this high, mitigate something in here, and swipe the 13 EMA to dump down. Okay. All right, I'm not gonna be too much slower on here. I just this is how I analyze the charts. Right now, this is to me is an ABC or an ABC, and I do believe it's finished. Another way I can try and gather whether or not that's finished is using channels. I use channels a lot. I suggest if you haven't used channels before, look into it. It's very, very helpful tool. I'm gonna use the channel as if this was a 1-2 right now. Just to have a look at what price did. Okay, cool. So if this was 1 and this was 2, we know we're in a 3 if we break out of here properly and stay out of here, not come out and drop like we did here. That tells us it's corrective and this is a fake out, because breaking the 1-2 channel tells us that wave 3 is on the way. But obviously we did it there, maybe there as well, and we just come back in and we've closed below the midline of the channel over here. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for. Price to come down here. That's why I've got my alert right here. Price can do that. I'm expecting price to push through both the psychological levels and the psychological low, and there's a demand here. Still don't think it's gonna hold, but I'll mark that up because it could. I don't know what kind of corrective pattern we're gonna have. I can't say for sure we're gonna take that low. But as price develops, I'll get a better idea. Currently, that is on the table. As long as we don't come all the way down and touch this 0.618 over here. Okay, that low is not safe in my books. So I'm going to label this now ABC. Again, it could be ABC and ABC thing, and the 5-wave C is common because I can see 5-3-5, but this could be 5-3 and then 5-3-5 double zigzag in C as well. It's irrelevant. It still leads to this being finished providing this alert goes off. And price is moving down towards it nicely, which I like. So I'm considering putting a decent size on my trade. Oh, look at that, my phone is off. Let me charge this because that's where I want to place my bigger positions. Okay, iPhones take too long to turn on. Should have some form of bearish divergence now if I'm right about this. Here we do. So from here, we made a couple higher highs, but from here, we only made lower highs. Okay, so definitely I'm convinced that we're going down. Obviously, take this low, and then I'm really sure. Okay, I will not be expecting price to come back up here. Price, after taking this low, price will probably give us a strong bullish candle to try and get us, that will be the inducement. It will mitigate a level and then drop. It might just crash because they spent so much time up here, like literally from about 10 a.m. 10 a.m., They spent 5.5 hours in this zone manipulating everybody. But we were trading Forex, so we didn't have to worry about this. Like I said, I just got in the zone now. So yeah, look, I'll go to the 1 hour now. Okay. 1 hour closes in 22 minutes. Okay, I'm looking for a close below the 50 EMA. We might not get it below on this candle. We'll probably go below it and poke up, and then the next one does it. Either way, I'm looking for that, and that to me tells me we're ready to go after the next retracement. So say the 1 hour comes and closes here, we get a retracement. That retracement is a sell. We get a 1 hour close in this candle or the next candle, and then we pull up. That's a sell. Okay, so currently, what my overall view is, now that I've got what I believe is the end of my C, I can put a channel in. All right, and my first target would be the bottom of the channel, or a good place to take off a lot of the trades. And look at that. So usually that's what it would be. Even now, it would be that, but I have to consider that if we was to do that, we'd hit the 6 unless we crash now. We'd hit that. So I'm not believe. I don't want to say we're. There's a good chance we do not do that. Like the odds are higher for me currently. There's nothing to suggest that this isn't the fourth wave of our third wave of purple. Nothing to suggest that it isn't. And I'm still aiming for the top of this channel. Okay, um so maybe not. Maybe I'm not looking for that. So we're looking at, let's say, the midline. Okay. But we could, and there is another level that I can pull up on here that I could look for price to reverse from, and that's here. This blue line here. Okay. But obviously I'll be observing price and we'll see what we get. Let's check out GJ. Okay, oh sorry, one more thing. So this would be A. A could be there or here. This would be B. looking for a C. Just put it here for now. Okay, so that's that sorted. Looking for a C. GJ. Go to the daily. Remove the indicators, not the cash. You know what? GJ, I went in depth for the count, so I made a little bit yesterday buying it. Today I haven't touched it, which is good because I would have been trying to find a way to buy this. Because look at the weekly. Look at the weekly. This looks like an accumulation to me. Okay. Now we've gone and grabbed the high and started moving down. So to me, it's like the next area of demand, which is this here, should serve as a bullish point. Basically, we come into here, tap into there, grab some form of liquidity and continue higher. That's what I'm looking at on the weekly. So on the daily, that translates to here. This is the older block. I wouldn't expect this low to go. I've probably marked it out. Yeah, that's the OB over there. So dropping down to the 4 hour, so the drawings don't look so mad. And let me zoom out. It's right, reminding me of Bitcoin a bit. This is all right. Don't need this anymore. That played its part. So the WXY, and I believe this is a 1. This move up here is a 1 in my books. One, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can remove these. Okay. This potentially could be like this. Okay, so ultimately, that means I'm saying this is my 1. Put that over there. Looking for the wave 2. Okay, if I'm not wrong, if I'm right about this, we've had our 3, a WXY, and a 4. And if that's finished, which I do believe it's finished, and we've got a breaker structure here, then this should be a corrective wave. This should remain in a 3. I don't want to see a 5 wave moving 1, a 2, and then another, like, but then again, that one could be a zigzag, but a zigzag would be too deep, and a zigzag would bring us like down this area, and I'm not expecting price to get there. I'm expecting a manipulation of this channel and continuation higher. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, I could be wrong, but then if I was wrong, that would mean this was a 5-3-5 and the ABC, and that's the difference. That exactly is the difference. You get 5-3-5 in a zigzag, and then you're expecting price to turn around. So this could be a distribution, price tanks. Okay, if that's what that was. But if this is a 1-2-3-4, then we go higher. And like we always do here, we can always look for this. What we can bank on is that if we hit the 0.618, there is no impulse. If price comes and touches this red line, this is A, B, C. Okay, and inside here we could have a 1, A, B, C, and 2, or some whatever, A, B, whatever. So that's the one thing you get with the 0.618 because it's so extremely rare. In fact, I've never seen a 4th wave hit it. My mentor, where I really started to really gain proper Elliott Wave knowledge and confidence is with Koenz, Koenz. If you check him out, he's on live. He's on not always live, but he's live a lot. But you get a video with him nearly every day. and it's so useful. Do that. It's better than watching me. I'll tell you that for free. You'll learn Elliott Wave better than watching me. All right. I don't just teach Elliott Wave though, so there's benefits to that. So to me, 4, looking for 5. That's my 1. Let me go to the 1 hour time frame and speed this up. We can mark off a few charts. I don't know how long this video is going to be. Now this can clearly easily be A, B, C. Or this could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or it could be 1, 2, 3, and this is 4. I think it's 1, and this is 2. Okay. It's either 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, or 1, whatever. What I need to do, I'm not looking for a 4 because I'm looking for a 2. I'll pull the 5th from there to there. I don't want price now to hit the 0.886 because it's rare for a 2 wave. They tell you in Elliott Wave, as long as this low, if this is my 1 low or this is my 1 low, whichever one, yeah, price can, so let's say this, price can come to 100% or 99.999999999, and as long as it doesn't take out the low, it's still valid for a 2. That's true in old Elliott Wave rules. But when it comes to data and statistics, you'll find that usually when the 0.886 is hit, that is very common for a B wave or an X wave, or we're going to push through. We're either bearish, or but if it's going to be support, that leads to another high, it's most likely a B wave or an X wave than a 2, because it's very common for B waves and X waves, but it's rare for a 2 wave to hit the 0.886. Okay, so know that. Um, Plus, anyway, I don't want to lose this trend line. I'm expecting for price to come to this trend line and do some, something like this and take off. That's what I'm looking for on GJ. Okay, if price would come down and touch here, yeah, it'll probably still go up, but the count will be wrong. In my view, I'll start looking for alternative counts if that 0.886 is hit. But it's more common for a 2 wave to hit the 0.886 than for a 4th wave to hit the 0.618. So I know that, yeah. So if price would come down here and touch this, anticipate a lot further down, because it could happen. A lot further down could happen if that happens, okay? So with Bitcoin, I'm looking at this as a 1 and a 2. I think my 4 is done. I'm looking at this as a 1 and a 2. So there'll be buys soon, in my view. Okay, so we'll put this alert here, and I'll know when they start, I'll know when to start paying attention to GJ. Let's have a look at the pound against the dollar. Slumping off today. I did get a little sell on euro. On the pound, I went heavier on the euro though. Now, I was calling this as a diagonal. It's proven it's a diagonal. That's a daily diagonal. Slumps down to the right. So for a diagonal, we should get a move down to the origin of the move. Okay, ending diagonal. Sorry. So we're looking at this area here. Okay, I know this is marked out. This is an area that, if taken, I'd expect a deep retracement anyway, because this lets us know that even more downside is likely to come. Okay, I'm still bullish on a bigger scale. This is bullish to me. Pound is bullish. Okay, but for the short term, it's bearish. Could be bearish for the whole of next week as well. Okay, so this is my ultimate target for the pound. Just this here, this area. Now, there's two ways I could have counted this. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5. Okay, because you can have a diag and a fifth wave. Otherwise, you've got A, B, and a diag and a C wave. We'll go to the 4 hour. Let's do that. Let's work out the odds of this because we need to know what this impulse is. So if I was to, this would be 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this could be A, B, C, and 4, or that could be 5 and this could be 4. I've hated this for so long. This here, I remember this because if it was A, B, C, just know that we smashed way past the 0.618, and it's rare for the B wave to hit the 618 fib. It's rare for that. So the 1618, sorry. Yeah. Okay. But some people see that as the limit, so we can touch it, and that's fine. But we've gone above it. And some people actually use 2. So I'm not actually going to call this one because to me, and it just went a bit over the 2 as well. I don't know what to call that one. I've hated this. Okay, it's made it so that it's unclear to really know what it is. This is a vital point of the thing. This is the connector. This is what will let me know if we're impulsive or not. But anyway, let's go into it because you can clearly see I don't have the whole of my count on here. See that's nice for 1, 2, 3. Okay, we've come to the 1618. So that could be 3 and then A, B, C, or that could be 3, then 4, then 5. But then you've got the shortest, smallest fourth wave. Not so much the shortest, but it'll have the right look. It's just a straight down zigzag, yeah. But currently, I think that's going to be my preferred count. That this is the correction. It's rubbish for an impulse, and it's a bit rubbish for a corrective move as well. Better suits corrective, but in this predicament, I'm more inclined to say this is an impulse. Okay, I do know that the institutions have been loading up their buys on here. Yeah, they've decreased them, but I don't think they've started selling. I think it was just profit taken to me. So and they should be getting back in again if I'm correct. Couple Mondays from now or something. I don't know. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me 1 and 2. This would be 1. No, doesn't work. It doesn't work. Yeah, it actually doesn't work. This is ABC to me, man. Unless I'm gonna do, I think I did count that. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could do this, and then ABC, and then I'd have to say 3, 4. No, 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 no. I think this is ABC. I think that's ABC. We're gonna look for ABC. So this is why I didn't have a count there. I don't want to look at the chart and think it's that. I'm cool with this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diagonal. So that suggests to me potentially A, B, C. We're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see. We could be talking WXYs as well. Okay. Well, the order flow is to the downside currently. If this was a fourth wave, one sec. Okay, if this was a fourth wave, I'd say the low is in now. Potential of it being a fourth wave. Definitely, there's potential that that's a fourth wave, and there's a good chance that the market will make us try and believe that anyway. So currently, if I was to look for a position on pound, I'll be more interested in buying than selling right now. Remember, I'm a scalper. I'm trying to get in and out in the same day. I'm not trying to hang around. We got bullish divergence here as well. Look, we got bullish divergence. If I just look at price, we made this low here. Look how much higher. We're looking at the green line, yeah. This green line's that all the way up here. Okay, so if we was to go and break structure, that means that would be activated. Okay, so yeah, I would be looking for a buy now on pound. I wouldn't be looking for anything else. So what I would do is I'll go in here and see if we've got a completed structure in here. It doesn't look complete to me. We'll go to the 50 and see what we got over here. If then this structure is complete, this move down is complete, that's a buy to me. And I'd be buying it. Let's see. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potential, then this would have to be a diag. And if this was a diag, this high shouldn't have been taken. 1, 2, you can't have a flat in here. Looks like we're going up already. This move might be finished. I just can't. I just wanna. Yeah. All right. Correctively, it's easy to call that finished. Oh, I'm so bullish on pound. I might just buy it. Sorry. Let me get onto my accounts quickly. Pound chart. Okay, and in here, look at that. Look at that. Chart. I'll go smaller on this account. Okay. All right, we got a live session going on here. We got the bullish divergence. We got the green vector candle. We got the overlapping volume over here. Yeah. Price can do one or two things to me right now. That or that. Yeah. Liquidity has been grabbed. They got the opportunity to is either we could have completed the fourth wave. Okay. Could have completed the fourth wave. And if we haven't and we're going lower, well, the market makers have an opportunity to induce buyers, right? And then they can sell over here. Okay, get buyers in the market, distribute here, fail to take out the high, dump. They could even use this highest liquidity, tap into here and dump. Or it could be the fourth wave and we just caught the low or just caught the bottom. We'll see. All right. So what we look for, what I look for now, okay, is price to close above the 50 EMA. That's the first thing. And it looks like we're closing above the 13, which is also a good thing. But I'd want that close above the 50. Also another green vector. That would be great. Yeah, bullish divergence. Oh, wow. Because if you look here, look how low this is. Let me pull it up quickly. This low gave us the low outside here. This low. If you look, ever since that low was made, this low made 1, 2, 3, 4 lower lows. Yeah, we'll ignore the rest. But up here it's all higher lows. Okay, very bullish on the pound right now. We can range. Of course, we can range. We can take time. They can do this. All of that stuff. Yeah, before we actually get the move higher. That can definitely happen. I didn't know I was gonna come on here and see the low. I think that's the low. I'm pretty sure that is the low. When this candle closes, I'm expecting price to try and induce sellers. So next 15-minute candle, they're gonna try and show man bearish at some point. Otherwise, it could just go up, but I don't think so. Now we've already gone up with no wick. Oh, we got a wick. Okay, we might actually have some movement then, because look how long price was in this range today, from 2:30 today. Sorry, from 2:30 yesterday, it was in this range. That's more than 24 hours. It's 24 and a half hours. It's a long time. Okay, taking this high, bullish. Taking this high, 100% bullish in my view. But that doesn't mean we're just talking about this time frame. Okay, this range. Yeah, I'm not saying we're gonna take this high. What price does by the end of the week will clarify that count for me. That count on the way up here. That I was unsure about. What happened before we got to this bit? Or this whole leg here. Yeah, I'll be able to, hopefully, if we don't just go sideways, I'll be able to try and work out what that is. Clean up the chart a bit. Yeah, sorry if I'm just yapping a bit, but I'm trying to let people see how I look at the charts, how I trade it with Elliott Wave. Elliott Wave is my main part of my analysis. Is the main part of my analysis. I think. I mean, I'm always going to look for the wave count first, right? But then I pay attention to distributions, accumulation, supply zones, demand zones, all the flow, where was the last grab of liquidity, like just here, and what we just had. That all these things come together. Yeah. So this could be a level that could prove, if price was to come here, come down, come back up, regain the upper end of this, yeah, then we'd only have one more supply to deal with. If we could get back above this line, that would be a bullish sign. And if we got above there, it would be over. Pound would be going right back up. All right. It really is looking kind of very bullish here. That 15-minute candle is also an engulfing candle. Bitcoin tapped me out. That's fine. Thought it might. In fact, I didn't even touch it on this phone yet, have I? Okay, yeah, it tapped me out. I think Bitcoin's coming down again. Do not get twisted. I think we're gonna have bearish divergence over here. We don't on the hour. And if we don't on the 15, then boy, okay, that's where we're diverging with. So on the hour, no. On the 15 again. Yeah, we take this high on price, but not on the TDI. That would be bearish divergence, and price can go down. So I'm waiting for Bitcoin to make the move down. I'm just going to put this a bit closer to price. But ultimately, you want to see this low get taken. And you know that down move, that downtrend is beginning. So back on pound. Pound is going to take out these highs. Let me see. Wow. Should have added to this one. Okay. One of my accounts is sitting nice in profits for pound. And the other one should be once we get out of this zone. Let's compare this to euro. they're going to write after everybody that sold today and didn't get out. If you're a swing trader, ouch. Unless we get, you know, the move of supply and come down again. But this isn't ideal for a swing to the downside anyway. If you take a look at this, it just looks like liquidity. All of that looks like a trend line. Looks like liquidity over here. That would be the grab of liquidity. This is a bit of a support and resistance zone. Yeah, man. Honestly, right now, see, that's the power of fourth wave, but we're in it. Fourth wave starts here, ends here. Okay. So if I just bring this line over here, we entered the territory of the fourth wave. And this move, whew, a close above the trend line on, like, say, an hour or something, I'll be aiming for this high. That was the divergence. That's what that line was letting me know, that we diverged between these 2 points. I'll show you that on the TDI. You can see here was this one's high. This is the high for here. If you look at the red line, this one above the red line, this little, the 70%, but this stayed below it. We had a significant move higher in price, but it stayed below this high on the TDI. Bearish divergence. We've had this move down, clearly corrected. There's nothing impulsive about it. Okay. Even here, this is probably A and this is probably B. And then in C, we probably had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what we could do as well is from the 2, ended of the 2, to what could potentially be a 3, which I know it's not a 3, but we put it on there same way. Now we know if we should take the 618, that will invalidate that, increase the probability for buyers that will continue in this move up. So what for would this be? I know I'm on the pound, my trades are in the pound, but I think the chart is clearer on the euro. Right, so that would be a move outside the trend line, coming back up above this line with a very strong bullish indication. It's just basically what I did on the pound not long ago. I was giving an example. This could still be a 2 wave, yeah, and it could still end there for a 2 wave. Let's put the 0.3821. Don't know why it's not on. So we just missed the 0.382 as well. For that reason, don't get me wrong, I still think there's a good chance we make another high here. I'm not banking on it, but there's a good chance. Right, you know, don't need this. That's the high. That's the high. Don't need the trend line really. Okay. So that's how I feel about EU. Outside the volatility band, inside the volatility band, with bullish divergence. Yeah, this took us outside. This one took us outside the volatility band, and then we're coming back up. Very bullish on euro for now. Like, when I say very bullish, I mean I have high confidence that we're bullish. Not to say that we're gonna go up 200 pips. So right now we could be doing a B or an X wave to go, then come down to finish a Y or a C wave in GU. Okay, GJ. I want to go on to GJ. We did talk about GJ. So looking for a 2. So I need that trend line manipulated. We've come right by it. Still, like I said before, looking for some kind of trapping and then bang up. That's what I'm looking for here. I don't want to see the 0.886 hit. Do I do GBP chef? Let's do GBP chef. In fact, the other day I was looking for a big buy. Was it this? This low looks like it's gonna get it. And the count, it's choppy, man. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 could definitely have happened here. But that could have happened. Hold on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4. Okay, simple. You never have to worry about this type of move again. 1, 2, clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, making 3. That is also clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now all it is was that a zigzag or was that an impulse? Simple. 0.382. Take it to the 2 wave. Start from the 2 wave. Take it down to that 3 wave. If we hit this 0.618 right over here, which it looks like we will, then this is not a 4th wave. Do you know what that does? That makes this an A, B, and a 5 wave move in C. Increasing the probabilities for the bulls to go higher, and means this high should get taken out. This high, if we hit this 0.618, I'm aiming for this high on GBP chef. Again, it came with the complementary bullish divergence, that being the low, making the low here. This coming lower than there, but it's higher up than there. So that's what this blue line is showing me, that there's divergence here. I don't need it. Take it off. Yeah, so I'm literally waiting for that 618 to be taken. A little bit of a pullback might get into this demand. Yeah, might even whip just below it into this demand and then go higher. I'm going to use this demand, that whole area. Yeah, it's gone above, it's closed above this trend line or the channel line, whatever you want to call it. We've closed above it. That's a very bullish indication as well. The market has been off time the whole week. I even think last week as well, a lot of it. So don't be surprised if we get volume kick in around these times, or 5 or 6 o'clock, when they spend most of the day playing around. You usually get some kind of impulsive move later, if there's going to be an impulsive move for the day. It's not always kill zones. This looks good. I mean, look, right now it could be proven it's a 4. It could definitely be proven it's 4. I like the arrangement here. I like it, but I can't knock it. We're swiping highs. It looks like a decent distribution. Yeah, we had 1, 2, 3 hits to the high going up like this. Okay, so each wick took the previous wick out, each one. Then we came down, took the low, went up bullish, potentially to induce buyers. Depends if we're bearish, then yes, that was the case. Then we grabbed its high and we've come down. If we come close or go below it, then we've engulfed that move, giving me strong 4th wave bias to come down. Now the market can do that, make us think that, and then go up as well. So 618 is only over here. Yeah, price can go down and it'll trick you and just go all the way up. definitely, definitely seen it happen a lot of times. So how I'd play this, I could take. I'm not going to jump in, but I could take a sell right now. Put my stop loss here. The risk to reward is amazing. Yeah. So if I caught a short right where price is now, bang, stop loss at the high. We're looking for one more low because we're looking for 5 over here somewhere. So yeah, this would be brought down all the way to at least just nip the low like that. Alright, so you can get more than 4.5 times your risk taking this right now. And I said I'm not taking it. I lied, I'm taking it. I could be wrong, don't get it wrong, but this is a trade I'm happy to take. Oh, look at pound. Pound just went mad. Hold on. Yes, pound. Go on, pound. Distracted me. Ooh, sitting pretty on my prop account and decent on my personal account. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Like I said, when we get slow moving throughout the day, don't think it won't go mad later. Definitely taking partials. That was real quick. I'm glad you got to see this. I'm glad you got to see this. I'm gonna put the alert over here. That to me is, yeah, bullish. Once that alert goes off, I mean, I'm bullish now. Yeah, look at that. 0.618 has been hit. We do not have a 1, 2, 3, 4. That's out of the question. Okay, it's invalidated. In other words, another big indication that this is the low and price is looking to go higher now. And I would be looking at what is even this green line doing on my chart. Yes. I'll be looking at this area. Not to say that price ain't gonna take it out, but this is where you're definitely very got high probability of price stalling, turning around, retracing, going sideways, and all of that stuff. You want to be taking your partials or your profits out pretty early. This is gonna take the high. It's gonna take the high. I can get a payout on my prop account right now, thanks to just that trade just now. I could get a payout. We took the high. I want to take a bit more of a partial on this one. Definitely. Look at that. We hit it. Now you're late. What are you talking about? We've been watching the price. You did that about 2 minutes ago. Now you want to make noise. Joking. Um, wow. I'm very proud right now. I'm gonna take another little piece off because I do want it. I do want it to pull back. It probably won't, but if it does, I can add those positions back in because I have no doubt this is gonna continue higher. Bitcoin should be turning around now. Don't play with me. Bitcoin should be turning around. The only reason why I'm interested in taking Bitcoin trades because you can still get volume when everything else, the volume dies on everything else. So I usually, when Forex, I'm finished with Forex, I jump onto crypto. Wow. Okay. No longer looking for any sells on pound or Euro USD. As you can see, Euro USD, same flex. GJ, I am bullish on it. Ooh, look at what GJ did. That's my Y. That is my fourth wave. Okay. No, it's not my fourth wave. Look at what GJ done. We hit the 618 right here. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. 1, 2. So this count could be wrong. Hold on. Is it possible? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 is not the shortest. 3 has that volume there. And this could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 5. It's possible. It's not my favorite count, but it's possible. I'm gonna have to, if that's it there, I think the 618's been hit. See, that alone tells me this is not 1, 2, 3, 4. Put it down here though, and we can go 1, 2. It even looks better. 3, 4, and 5 at the top. Oh, find that 5. There it is. Oh, gotta check Recursion Pharmaceuticals. Please tell me this has gone up, because that means I really caught a big one. Eee. Okay, I need my alert to let me know if we go. This green box is my demand zone. Okay. I need this to go up. If we take this low, I'm closing my positions until something more confirmed. But this is bullish to me. I'm looking for a whole lot more higher. I even took out some positions from Zoom to add to this not long ago, about half an hour ago, because I can see Zoom. Zoom is another big buy, yeah. But I can see Zoom coming down into about 50% of this box, which is marked by that green line. I'm looking at this for Zoom. That's what I'm looking at for Zoom. And for Recursion Pharmaceuticals, I'm looking for this, but I'm well aware we could get something like this, and I'm not trying to hold too far down. Yeah, because you always got to factor in you could be wrong too. So why am I sitting in drawdown? Let price correct. Let it prove that I was right. It's never too late to get back in. Okay, so let me jump back on Forex. GJ is not a fourth wave. Okay, it's not a fourth wave. Potentially we've got a 1 and a 2 over here. This would be the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be the 2. You can see how manipulative this price action has been. So this goes. I was hoping for a 1, 2. That's invalidated. And I'm so glad and grateful it came down and invalidated the 4 as well. Oh, hold on. Yeah, it's invalidated it. Hold on. Just to be 100% sure. Right, definitely. That's definitely the case. If we tap this, it's over. Yep, we tapped it. It's over. There's no fourth wave here. Simple as that. It's definitive to me. But we've come into a DOB, and we got, it's not. I'm not saying it's not a buy. It's a buy for now, but because we've hit that 0.618, there's increased probabilities that this supply zone is going to hold. And this is something that I was looking at, and I still probably am looking at as very bullish. So now it's going to have to be a 1-2 type thing. Come into here, maybe 50% of the range, the last down move. Okay, if you look over here, this move down is what I've got from here to here. That's 50% of it. This down move for the up move that caused a break of structure. That's the demand, and the majority of the volume or the point of control usually found at or around the middle. I'm going to pull a point of control from this high to this low, but I'm going to let it involve the whole of price action up to date. I'll press on that. And right here, this is now, because I've included everything and we spent a long time here, I haven't got a point of control here. But what I do have is the value area low. Right by the 50%, you can do this and go higher. I'm going to pull the point of control how I should pull the point of control. I mean, I could just do this, but I'm involving the price action over there. Okay. So what I've done is I've gone from, I don't have to get above the, let me just do this. All right. So oh, that's what it is. So of course, it's time based, all right? So I could have done that from down here. It's the same. But either way, I bring it to here. So I'm including the low and all of the price action. No, sorry, up to here, right? And include the low. There you go. There's my point of control right over there. You can't really shift this, can you? No. That my point of control is here. You can see that there's, interest around the middle point of this box. You can see that. So yeah, I've got to look at pound. Pound is feeding me right now. Pound's putting the lights on. And euro. This is so nice to see. It was so nice to spot it there. I tried to not get in, but it was high probability for me. It was high probability. We had news as well. Where's 130? Where's today's 130? Oh, here. Okay. Because that's the first thing I was gonna look for. Because we had news at 1:30. So whatever supply or demand, whatever's the lowest or highest point that we were at when news started, that would be my first target. So this is the 1:30 high right here, which is exactly the psychological low. That's my first target. If it'd been here, that would be my first target. So first target is hit. But I'm new in the trade, right? And I'm expecting much higher. So I don't know what kind of a video to call this. It's just me when I've got a bit of time after the market, and then after the main volume time, analyzing. I am gonna do a lot of markups, but I'm just gonna allow this video for now. I'll be doing more of these. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know what I could be doing to improve this channel. Anything you want me to teach, anything you want me to mark up, analyze, do projections on, just let me know. I will do it. So as for that, take care and I'll catch you again. Peace.